this offense. They've got first and goal now from the 2.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. New York to the line. First and 10. He's down on the ground here. Tracy. No one's around him. He's got space. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, until they finish this series off.
A first chance inside the red zone now for the Giants. It's going to be first and 10 from the 19. They'll run it with Devin Singletary. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4.
19 strike, 19, Cowboy 8, 79 Broncos. Go!
He's dropping back to throw. That one connects. Touchdown, New York! The Giants don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something that teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, and maybe even that much more, these super athletes who can electrify on returns and turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. He's got it inside the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Second and goal. At the Giants' 10-yard line.
Look at hot. Here we go. 118. White Tony. 19 text. Hey, south.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Now Stroud on third and goal. Oh, someone stepped in. It's an new set of downs for him at the 32.
Come on, come on. 71.
First down, play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
On the jump. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Steady.
Dropping back to throw. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk back to 6.
3rd down, Tracy gets it. And he gets him 5. It's still a ways short of that line of gain. So here comes 4th down.
Well, Kate, that's a white flag waving if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure I saw any avenue with that run play that was going to result in a first down. It felt more like the coordinator saying, well, you earned that call by the mishaps on 1st and 2nd down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 29-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Counts, this is Moore. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. That's it. Flash. Why Tony? 11. Tonight.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Swap. Mother swap. Hey, Uno more. Buggy. 19 Texas. Look the high. Hey, south. Hey.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he first down, not by much. You got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Strand again. Near the goal line. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans start to fight back with their first points in this game. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game.
Texans 7.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18, Pioneer.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Coming left is Tracy. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Setting up to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long for him here. He's done it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down. And the slated downs to approach here from the 40.
First down.
Cut 19, cut 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Over on the toss to Tracy. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
Just an outstanding play by that safety. But I'll say this, Kate, that offensive coordinator, take note. Those safeties are flying downhill. To create a negative play on a toss, I can assure you a reverse, a trick play, something over their heads coming eventually.
They send the tight end in motion. Rolling from the gun here. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a 31-yard play. And the Giants will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, 60.
A handoff to Tracy. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making a 9-point advantage. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's a return from the 7.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
All right. Parky, 18. Hey, south.
First down, Stroud. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game. Moving quickly, trying to get set. First and 10 from the 41.
What's that? 18. What's up? Flash.
Running from Mixon out of the gun. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Stroud to throw on first down. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this forward to the 19. The Giants using their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
All right. 18. What's up? Hey, uno.
From the gun, Stroud. Hits him on the end route. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans make it a one-score game before halftime. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game.
Texans 14.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10.
Here we go. Mikey, 18. 18, right in. Go.
Yep, come out throwing. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hot quick right side. Big gain has them across the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And he scampers ahead and gets two on the carry.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
18 Cardinal, 8, trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking in the air here. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Shotgun now on third down. He's got the first down grab and still going. And they stop him just in time. He's at the 4. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and goal, Giants.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Come on. Panther 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 7. Ready.
Tracy is in for the New York touchdown. The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Here we go. Let's
Stroud throwing here on first. Lasers this one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And this is going to take them off and across midfield there at the opposing 45.
First and 10.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Wow, they must really trust this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Ball at the 33 for first down. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Let's go now. 70 Lions, 70 Rangers, 70.
He's going to throw this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds the in route, complete. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10.
19 Texans.
They go play action with Stroud. Flushed out of the pocket. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Out.
Stroud completes it quick. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing again, it's Stroud. He's got it to him yet again. That is Cup. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Working quickly here.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, south. Look to hot.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans start the second half with some needed points. Going after it, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans tie this game up. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
From the gun, it's Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 vices.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Go. Liking 18. Panther Street. Go.
Give to Tracy up the middle. And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
60 Eagles.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Stack. Panther 60. Ready.
Back to throw now. This one's caught. He's got room to roam. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's Tracy on 1st down. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and in what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, aims, intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darren Stingley Jr. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Look the hot, look the hot.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Forced out to his right. Kraft has it. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Offense up to the line fast. First down throw by Stroud. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Line Tony. Oh, ready. 118. Buggy.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Conch, this is Noel. He has this down at the 34. Offensive line fast. First down, Stroud. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
Here's Stroud again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Oh, ready. 118.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Texans first down.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Oh, ready.
At the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
118. What's that?
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Oh, ready.
From the gun, Stroud. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. Tank Dell the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pitch quickly. He's going to throw. Throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Some early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Motioning the tight end now. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. This is caught inside the 15. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants now trail by just a point in the 4th. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He took it all the way. Touchdown. Oh, baby, what a return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll go left side with Tracy. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Second and 10. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Cougar 19. Cat 60, cat 60. Ready.
Back to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring out 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Ready. Back to 80. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Desperation time here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. And goes to the hurry up here. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
South. All right. 18.
Throwing is Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
What's what? 18. What's that? 19 tech. Hey, Uno Mars. Uno. Buggy.
Looking to throw. He's got a man left. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Airing it out to start this drive. Trying to push deep downfield. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Milligan throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Now to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third, long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on fourth down.
19, 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Warriors 70. 18. Pioneers.
turnover on downs, Brock. It gets them a first.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Sticking to the air here. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down.
Pass on 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Not saying 19. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be third and long.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Houston calls it second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Looking to throw it. It's on target to Johnson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The Giants using their first timeout. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lions.
They are throwing it again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do, try to force that fourth down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this fourth down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Drop 60. Drop 60.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the fourth.
41. Giants 38.
So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. I think the Giants got that one back. Yes, Giants football. All right, partner. Well, they have momentarily, at the very least, pulled this game back from the jaws of defeat. Now they have to get the kicker within range to tie it and force the extra frame.
You know that kicker is so ready. Just ran out there and delivered the picture-perfect onside kick. Now, on offense, go get them down there. Put him within range, and he's going to drill it, no problem.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
Here we go.
Setting up to pass. It's intercepted. That will do it. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
First and 10 now from the 30.
11. Here we go. Let's go.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Taking a shot deep here. It's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way. Still taking shots until the very last play. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.